to the Barber Mosaic. I am Maurice, and today we're going to be doing a taper, a low taper. I'll be cutting this down to about a 0, and we're going to fade the sides in real good. We're going to do a step-by-step tutorial just to give you a look at how we do it from beginning to end. Now the first thing I'm doing, I'm combing their hair all the way out. I'm going to start with that 0. This is the Wahl Sterling 4, but it does have an Andis master blade on there. I got the blade bracket from Filthy Blends, and I put my Andis blade on there, and now I love this clipper. So we're just taking down the bulk. He wants to do some more work with his waves, so that's why we're taking it down so low. And prep, what I do, I go ahead and spray some of that glass on the pen on the paper and just hit the edge up line all the way around with it. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm just setting the foundation of this cut down. I'm just setting the foundation, making all of my boundaries, making all of my borders, just making sure I get everything the way I want it. I'm starting with the edge up all the way around the head, just making some lines that I'm gonna be able to stay in. And think about shape and shade, man. Right now I'm shaping, and in a moment I'm gonna be shading, okay? So as I said, making sure the edge up is nice and consistent, crisp throughout. I'm gonna make that first guideline. Oh yeah, I always do this. I always go over it with the Barber Magic pencil. Everywhere where I'm gonna be doing some razor work, I like to hit it with the Barber Magic pencil just so the razor glides easily over the skin. So I'm making my first guideline, and I'm not pressing hard, man. I'm barely tapping, and I'm balding out. This is gonna be a mid taper. That's where I'm gonna start my mid tapers at. The low taper is gonna be start a little lower, and the high taper will be started, of course, way higher up on the corner. So right here, I'm just making sure that it's matching on both sides, making sure that I get the same length from that corner point to the bottom of the C cup, or excuse me, the top of the C cup. And I'm just doing the same thing I did on the other side, just tapping and balding out. I'm not pressing hard. I'm not trying to make a crazy defined line that I'm gonna have to fight with. It's just a easy scoop up just to get that hair out of there. That way I can get started with my blend. So as you can see, I'm just making my lines, laying down the foundation of everything. And here we go, my Babyliss Gold FX clipper. I'm starting with that all the way closed. That's the lever all the way up, so it's closed. And I'm going up about half the distance from the nape of the neck to the ear. And I'm just gonna walk this all the way up. I'm gonna start on that closed notch, the second notch, the third notch. You're gonna see me just open the clipper all the way up and just walk it to the top. Very easy, very simple. I did put some of that the holding stuff on there, and what that helps me do is just keep the hair in place. It actually keeps me from having to like stroke with the comb all the time, because once I put that on there, man, it really gets the hair to hold in place. So now I'm back with that 0 guard closed, and I'm just, now see, my Gold Babyliss FX clipper, when it is all the way open and I go and I finish that process, that closed Andis blade with the Wahl clipper with the Andis blade that I'm using right now, the closed 0 feeds right into it, and then I can go from closed halfway to open with that. That's how I use this Wahl clipper, because it doesn't have the notches that the Babyliss Gold FX clipper does, but it's still a great clipper to use, and I use it more often than not. And as you can see, the taper is pretty much coming together. All I did was put that 0 guard on there and walk it up from close to halfway, and now I'm open. So now I'm gonna grab I believe I grabbed my one guard right here, and I'm still just, starting close, go halfway, and then open it up so that I can get the transition that I'm looking for. And now I'm having to comb a little bit just because the hair is getting longer, and as I cut, I want to comb just to get rid of that hair. That back taper came together really well on the nape of the neck. And now I'm gonna go ahead, same process we're gonna do here, but I'm gonna start with that zero all the way close, and I'm making that gray area, that guideline. And I'm gonna go ahead and just marry it to the bulk at the top, to the zero with the grain. So that was a zero against the grain, just not the bottom, because it was a zero with the grain on top. Now I'm going in with the Babyliss Gold FX clipper, and it's closed. I'm gonna hit that line, and I'm gonna walk it up the same way I did on the nape of the neck. This is a very simple process, man. It just takes some time getting used to it and doing it. And you gotta learn your tools, man. I've been working with these specific tools over the last, I wanna say, year, just working with these specific tools. And I pretty much understand how they work together to get the look that I wanna achieve from client to client. And these are your tools, man. Use them any way you want. You see I'm going in with the last 3 teeth of the clipper in that area, just trying to soften that bulk area up, kind of break that hair up. There's still some right there that I'm gonna get with the corner of the blade. And I see I don't get it, so I hold the ear back and then hit it again on the other side. Like, these are your tools, man. Do whatever it takes to get the look that your clients want. Now I'm gonna use my Slimline Pro. I just wanna tighten up that area above the ear. This is a very easy spot to give up on. That's why you're gonna be using this, the last few teeth of the trimmer a lot of times, just to create that sharp line behind and over the ear. You don't wanna give up there, man. You make your money in the detailed areas. So I'm just gonna speed it up, man. Do the same thing that I did on the other side, just so that you can see it's the same process on both sides, man. It's the same thing. You just walk the clipper up, and when you get the clipper all the way open, that's when you lean in with the last 3 teeth and you try to marry it to the above level. Go around the ear, make sure it's fairly clean. Any dark bulk area you think, see, I just knocked it out. Boom, I saw it and got rid of it. Now I'm gonna go in again on the edge up, and this is, I'm gonna do a light enhancement on this as well, but I'm just combing over that wax pencil line, the Barber Magic pencil line that I made earlier. I'm combing over that just so that I can get the hair to lay down, and then I can hit the edge up one more time just to make sure that it's as sharp as I can get it with the clipper before I apply any enhancement. Man, you don't want to put enhancements on a bad edge up that's not already sharp. Like, that defeats the purpose, man. You want to put out a cut that's gonna last, man. You want the person to go out and have a great time and Friday, Saturday night, and still be able to go to church on Sunday morning with a sharp cut. So here I'm applying some Kiss. I use believe it or not, I use my wife's, one of her expensive makeup brushes. I stole it, and I use it to apply that dye enhancement very lightly on the corner of the edge up. So you're gonna see it right here. It's just one little stripe, boom, and I just blend it in. This is a very solid technique, man, that I picked up along the way. Never seen anybody do it like that. It's just, hey, it works for me, and my clients enjoy the look that comes from it, and I definitely have more control this way than using one of those spray things. So now I'm just gonna go in. And remember, I laid the wax pencil down, so I'm just gonna be stretching that wax pencil out. This is gonna make it, kind of make it pop and give it that sharp look that most of our clients love to enjoy, man. And here I'm just using the razor, getting it all together, man. Let's get it together. Shout out to the homie Dontario, man, for letting me videotape this one. And I'm my first time using Final Cut Pro. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's a program that's fairly complicated, a lot different from your iMovies and things like that. But so far, so good, man. I think this video came out okay. I didn't put the beard work on there because he just doesn't get much done to his beard. I just lightly tap it, edge it up with the clipper, and then clean up any loose hair with the razor. This video is really about, showing you my fading process. And I do the same thing with bald fades, the same things with mohawks, no matter what it is. That is my system. And I would implore any barber out there, especially the young barbers, man, come up with a system and stick to it, perfect it, make it your own, man. Yeah, also the same like dye enhancement I use on the corners. A lot of times I hit that back line with it. What I do, I just make the two lines, and then I'll use like a brush to just brush them in so they don't look so noticeable. But it does give a really nice pop on that black line or that back line. Like say they stand in the line at the gas station, or somebody is behind you, they can see. It does give it a nice little sharp pop look when I apply that dye enhancement to the back line. So there you have it, man. There it is, the cut, all the way done, all the way finished. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go follow me on Instagram at TheBarberMosaic. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and I'm out.